Okie dokie, here we are once again. Round 2. How are our idiots going to do going into for radioactive wastes? That is a question, eh? Oh, one thing this generator doesn't seem to have. Let me just check. It doesn't seem to have. Oh, no, it does. No, it doesn't. Well, kind of. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. Do we have anything left to do for our characters? Our characters are Ron, Jim, and Tiff. Ron, the horrifying zombie skeleton chap. Jim, the mushroom half-caster. What do mushrooms get as their special? What do the mushrooms get? Okay, mushrooms get... You see, I've managed to get around to turning back on my little thing. Hello. Back here, you can see me again. Mushrooms. Infravision 60 foot. Bright light gives -1 to AC. And half movement. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Sleep is not needed. Only moist dirt for 8 hours a day. Huh. That makes life difficult. Yeah. I mean, it could be difficult. We'll see. Next is for dwarf. Minimum con 9. May use small or medium weapons. Starts with 2/6 in architecture, 2/6 in search, and a 2/6 in hear noises. Oh, hello. Well, that means we didn't read that, did we? We'd have been well off if we'd read that. So that means where is it? Where are they? Oh, there we go. Architecture. I put a 3. So that. Well, let's take that to 4 for architecture. So we've got architecture 4, that gives me back a point. Then we've got search at 2. I didn't remember search being a skill on here. Search. Do we have 2 pages? No. Okay, well, it's not in here. Search at 2. Okay. Weird. Search at 2 and hear noises at 2. So we've got search 2, hear noise 2, and I think we may as well get pickpocket to 2 as well. Okay, so that's really what they've got. And then, yeah, that's all of them. Let me put a little thingy in here. Is that? No, I got 2 there. No, just 1. So, it's annoying. Oh wow, I got way more than 2. That's like 3. So not really way more than 2. Put that there. Otherwise, we're ready to go out adventuring. So let's first of all go. Let's get right into a better position. I don't know. One of the problems with the microphone, it's very big, and so it could interrupt the camera. Then you wouldn't be able to see me properly. Oh no. Oh no. So we'll put in a little village here. And we will go. We'll roll up its name, right? We get a prefix. And then, okay, yeah. settlement. So there's 3 sets of prefix on this sheet. We'll roll once to see. I got an easier to see dice. You can't see this. Don't worry. Nothing interesting is happening. Right. Okay. And then another dice. So this one gives us. Oh no, that's no good. Let's just do this. So column 1, word 5. So the prefix is new, and the suffix is again 1 of 5. There we go. Talk about consistency. Newfield. Uh-oh. Sounds like a new build kind of housing estate where the government and the local council try and put everyone they don't like. They live in Newfields. And its primary industry. So we've got an option here: quality, industry, concerns, leader, available, and status. So let's roll for quality. 5. So what number is that supposed to be? 0708? Yeah, 0708. If we open this up. Hex. 0708. Village of New Farm. Its quality is 5. Wealthy. It's wealthy. Its industry is mining. And its concern is for bandits. Its leader is an elder. And what's available in town? 5. An artisan. Not very useful for our incredibly poor adventurers. An artisan, and the current status is 2, at war. Okay, so they're at war with somebody. Interesting. What's the name of the leader? First dice, second dice, third dice. 1, 1, 6. Okay. So their name is Rebecca. Notable NPCs. There we go. Notable NPCs. Rebecca is village leader of New Farm? Newfield. Did I write New Farm on the other one? Newfield. I did write New Farm. I meant Newfield. Newfield. Interesting, eh? Didn't expect that. Okay. We'll roll a d10 for their race, for their species. Are they a mushroom person as well? We'll see. D10. 5. Halfling. So she's a halfling. Halfling. And what else we got? Halfling, type, 5. Goodness, we're really liking 5s today. So, they were a noble. Okay. And then we got carries. What do they carry? 4. A map fragment. And then traits. So we got a D3, this one, and then a D6. So 2, 5. Friendly. Trait. Friendly. Though we are very poor, so there's only probably so much friendly that they will be. But what we need first is a quest. Are we going to get a quest from the Elder? Let's roll. I mean, it's only a village, so maybe. Maybe. Let's roll a d6. Do we want to roll a d6? Yeah. 3. Narrative shift. That's not really very useful here. So we'll just take a... No, it's not from the Oracle. So they've probably got like an adventuring guild, and the adventuring guild has a mission board. Well, maybe it's the artisan, actually. Is it the artisan? 2. No. So it's an adventuring board. So for this, we've got 6 rolls to find out what we're looking at. So action is 3. So explore. Have we got anywhere in here to note this down? Campaign notes. It doesn't have a little adventure section. No. Though we do now know, but because the village is at war, there's clearly at least 2 factions. And well, there's 3 factions, right? There's bandits. There's bandits. There's Newfield. And there's... let's roll for the name of the other village, shall we? We'll assume it's another village. For now, anyway. So, 2, 1. So, Storm. 1, 6. Stormton. That's the name of the other. Stormton. Right. Next. So we rolled a 5, right? No, we rolled a 3. Explore. So let's go back to here. I know what we can do. You got nothing on you? You've got nothing on you. Adventure. Adventure number 1. So explore. And then roll over d6. Target 1. Treasure. Explore treasure. Does that make sense? I would have thought treasure would be more of a locate. But okay. Well, I think, no, naturally this should be location, right? Explore, location, And we'll use that one on the next one. Source is the adventuring board. It says here cleric, so posted by local priest. And then where? 1 ruin. Nice. And then opposition 1 rivals. So there's another group of like low end adventurers there. Okay. Reward 2. Silver. Well, we need silver. We need quite a lot of silver, but let's say it's 2d100 worth of silver. So 42 silver, 45 silver. 45 silver pieces. That'd be enough to get somebody armor. Okay, so there's another party, probably from Stormton, right? Stormton party. And we can kind of assume that there's 3 of them as well, and they're also level 2. Just to make my life difficult. Okay. Now we roll for the direction. And so the direction is 5. Direction is 5. And then we roll a d6 for the distance, 2. 5 and 2. Which means it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2. So X marks the spot. Now, another thing we should probably do is roll up what the territory surrounding the village is, because we'll probably know that. So let me open Word. Right. Okay, 2d6. We count this as a clear square, a clear hex. So starting from the top, we have 7, which is clear. 11, which is desert. How do we want to represent desert? Okay. Next is 10, which is woods. Okay. Next is 6, which is clear. Next is 7, which is clear. That's useful. And next is 9, which is clear. Okay. So we take this job. It's for 45 silver pieces. And it's probably the morning. That's something to check in the exploration book. This is why I'm such a bad GM. But I never read anything. Horrors and Treasures. Volume 4. In here, do we have Borderland Movement? We do. 18. Page 18. Page 18. Borderland movement, man on foot, 3. Okay, so we move 3. Dead zones, regions where stars have fallen or extremely radiated. Roll 3d6 for each travel. Let's just double check these, right? So, have I got a procedure? Castles, that's not a procedure. So just borderland movement. Out of the wild, movement is measured 1 hex per day. Each hex covers about 5 miles of rough ground, twisting paths, or black top ruins. Depending on your world, 1 day equals 1 turn. Number in parentheses are for swamp movement. Okay, I understand. We're not a large party. We're moving across clear terrain. Dead zones. We don't have a dead zone. Resting. Every creature, no matter how tough, needs rest after 6 days of continuous travel. Okay. Exceptions. Yeah. We're not an exception. Borderland monsters. Sighting monsters. Adventurers will typically spot monsters a distance away. Lost party. Wandering monsters. At the end of each day's travel, the referee checks for an encounter if the party is on foot or riding mounts. 1 roll of a d6 is made on the wilderness encounter table found in this booklet. Okay. Wilderness encounter table. All right. Okay. This line here. So on clear, there's a 1 in 6 chance. Cool. So our first movement point is going to be to get to here. Kind of 2 things that we should probably do here is A, check to see if we get the wandering. Well, we need to roll the wandering encounter for the day. And each hex has 6 sites. Yes. As we enter a site, we roll the dice. 1. Of course, it's a 1. We encounter a random encounter. Awesome. So we'll get a random encounter here. What do we encounter? Let's hope it's something friendly. Types. Let's roll a d10. This will do. No, I've got an actual d10. 7. Animals. Okay. So let's look for animals. D12. For goodness sakes. There you are. D12. What kind of animal? 1. Spiders. Basic animals, 50% large, star. Other situations in horror and treasure. Star, smaller dice when needed. Okay, basic animals, spiders. Let's check in the book. Monsters. Horrors and treasures. So we don't find anything as we're heading through this hex, so that's disappointing. Apart from maybe spiders. P. That's weird. Oh, because those are kinds of snakes, I see. Spiders. And it doesn't say that they're giant spiders, but I kind of presume they probably are. So, encountered 1 to 8. Thaco 15. We do not want to mess with these. Okay, let's roll a d8. So there's 6 giant spiders. Okay, and surprise. We're not surprised. They surprised? They're not surprised. But in wilderness we encounter at 3, I think it's 3 by 10 yards, is it? Let's check. Gonna encounter a bunch of spiders and already die. Okay, where are we? Monsters of the underworld. We don't want underworld, we want overworld. On foot. Looting parties. Sighting monsters. Surprise chances are the same as in the underworld. 2 in 6 chance. But distances are broader. Oh right, 120 to 720 feet away. It doesn't say how. If 3 or more monsters are involved, they may surround the party at 30 yards or less. Here we go. At the end of each day's travel, for a group travelling by ship, it doesn't matter, we're not travelling by ship. It doesn't tell us how far away they start, apart from saying between 180 and 720 yards. Feet. Okay, so what do you think 12 to 720 is? I don't know. Calculator. Calc. 720 divided by probably 10, and then divided by 6? 12. 60-12. That's a lot of D12. That give me 120? Oh, right, okay. So we're supposed to roll 12d6. That's not going to happen. I can't be bothered to get that many d6 out. There's some math that could invariably be done here. So times 4. That's probably maths I can just about do. 7, 14, 28, 280 yards. Well, seeing 6 spiders and 6 spiders see us. How fast are spiders? How fast are spiders, and have they already recently eaten? That's our question. How fast are spiders? Get back to your S. Times what usually. You know what? I'll take the sandworm. Thank you very much. No? Okay. Guess we're going to get eaten then. Giant spiders. Morale 15, saving 15. Movement 50 foot. Just double check this. Oh, there's a barking dog somewhere. It's not mine. I don't have a dog. So this says basic monsters, 50% large. Can we see giant spiders anywhere on here? Just to say, oh, actually, no. We've considered spiders and giant spiders as separate things. No? Okay. Well, they're faster than us, so what we're going to have to do is do the reaction check. Where have they put the reaction checks? Experience. Monster reactions. Well, there goes that dice. 9. That's positive. Curious, cautious, maybe even friendly. They're definitely not friendly. But I think that then they've probably eaten and they're not interested in us. So we're going to quickly jaunt past them and find out what kind of terrain we're looking at next. 5, 4, 9, so that's clear as well. Okay, and then we roll to see what we find inside this hex. 5. On a 6, we find an area of interest. So as we arrive, we don't find anything. And we got one, and that's going to be... We spend our last movement point looking again. 1. We find a random encounter. Okay. What's our random encounter going to be? Roll a d10. 5. Animal again. Okay. Roll a d12. 3. Lizards. Okay. Have we got an entry in this book for lizards? Because yeah, it's not clear on here if they're lizards or if they're giant monsters or if they're not. But the lack of, unless there's like a big section of like normal animals at the back, which it doesn't seem to be. No. Okay, lizards. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K. No J's. L. Oh. Ladies of the Lake and Lichers. Lichers, lions, living statues. Okay, we might have just meant like normal spiders. Okay, there are just some lizards about, chilling in a little pond. And we're going to set up camp and rest. So, does anything happen at night? No. Next day comes around. We've all eaten one of our 7 iron rations. Let's put tracker on here, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fortunately, only found lizards. Let's search this hex again. What's the chances of rolling another 5, eh? So that's 1 of my 3 moves. 2, 6. Okay. Now I think we're going to say, unless, hold on, let's have a look in here. Aha, we do. Okay. D12 plus D6. So, ruins. 11. We find a crumbling watchtower. Okay, so what hex is this? This is impossible to read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's a 5, and that looks like a 10. So that's 0509. 0509. Come here. 0509. 0509. Where have I put my pencil? No. Have you got it? What are you doing? There it is. Found it. 0509, right? 0509. Crumbling watchtower. Okay. Can we see any signs of movement around the tower? 6. Yes. Extreme yes. Is it the rival party? 6. Yes. Extreme yes. It's definitely them. Okay. We can see the other party. How many members are in this party? Let's roll a d6. Of course. There's 6 of them. Seeing as there's 6 of them, they'll be level 1. But let's check something in the monster book, shall we? So back in the day, you would have all of the different peoples were a monster block. Let's see if we can see. I would imagine it'd be men, Medusa, merchants, mimics. Nope. Halflings? Do halflings have a monster stat block? A, B, C, D. Those look like dinosaurs. A, B, C, D, E. Dwarves. So dwarves have one. Useful. Halflings. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. H. Halflings do not have one. Very annoying. Very annoying. Okay. Now let's see what makes up this adventuring party. We've got 1 human, 1 elf, 2 elves, a halfling, another human, and a dwarf. So we've got 2 elves, 1 halfling, 2 humans, and 1 dwarf. Do elves have a stat block? A, B, C, D, E. That's the wrong book. A, B, C, D, E. Golems? No. Gargoyles? Fairies? Bears? Lots of bears. Could have replaced one of the bears with a halfling, couldn't they? Dwarves? E. Elementals, Eye of Fear, then F. Annoying. Because I'm not rolling up I'm not rolling up 3 adventurers for me to get involved with. 6 adventurers even. So we'll make the elves kind of level 1 half casters. Well, let's get rid of that moment. If we imagine that all elves are half casters, right? So hit dice 1, and they're kind of comparable to us, right? So AC 8. FACO. Well, a 1 hit dice will normally have a FACO of 19. And they probably have 1-handed edge because they're half casters, right? 1d8. For halfling, again, hit dice 1. Probably AC 7 because they're little. FACO 19. Probably a sling. Humans will just be fighters, right? hit dice 1. We'll give them AC 7. Maybe we manage to scrap up some what should we call it? Lever or something. They will have one-handed edge. So that's 1d8. And remember dwarf. Hit dice 1. AC 8. Faco 19. So this guy's probably got thief. Well, guy's probably a fighter. I mean, this halfling is for thief. One-handed blunt. 1d8. Maybe even two-handed blunt. So that's this party. And we're set up around this old watchtower. Probably we're ready to head on in to investigate it with their investigative feet. And I guess do they leave anybody behind when they head in for their adventure? Yes. Only thing, so they leave 2 people behind to look after their stuff, which isn't very much stuff, but also to kind of keep an eye out and alert them if someone turns up. How long have I been going? I don't know. How long have you been going? I've been going for 40 minutes. It's okay. Here's a question. Do we want to try and attack these folks, or do we want to go in after them? What do these people look like? NPC interactions. Okay. Let's roll on. Because it's only a watchtower, there's probably not multiple ways into it. Maybe, maybe, because there's 6 of them, it changes oh, wait a minute. Well, we can see them all right. Well, I know what we can do. We can cast sleep, right? As we're about to head off in. So we can see them about to head off in. And our magic card user will cast sleep. Or try to. Uh-oh, I lost me. Here we go. I'm back. Let's see. Let's cast sleep. Fucking... causes a lightning storm that strikes randomly for 10d6 damage. There are d10 bolts. 7 bolts. Let's imagine we have positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 10 is just a straight miss. So this is, if we go down the list, Ron, Jim, Tiff, and then Elf 1, Elf 2, Human, Halfling, Human 1, Human 2, Dwarf. Okay, let's see who gets hit by the first of the 7 bolts. 9. Halfling for Dwarf. Okay, second of the 7 bolts. Jim. Next, 8. Human number 2. Next, 3. Tiff. Next, 1. Ron. Everybody's dead. Critical spell failures are stupid. And I hate them. Stop him there.